Today's a big one, folks. We're going to be switching out this Dometic air conditioning unit with a brand new RecPro Houghton 13,500 BTU low profile, built-in heat pump, built-in soft start, and we're going to get this thing ready to go. The first step is going to be removing the interior AC bit. And on the other side, this actually had me searching a little bit where this next screw was. And voila. There were just the 4 screws on this Dometic. So at this point, there are a bunch of different, there's some bolts, there's some screws, another bolt. I think there's even some screws covered up here. I'll have to see what that is all about. But I'm pretty much, I don't really know what's what, so I'm just gonna start undoing all of them until I get this piece off. All right, I got the first bolt out, and right now I'm wishing I had an adapter for my drill so I could pull that out, but I don't, so I'm just having to use my ratchet set, and this thing took forever, as you can see. But 1 down. 2 down. There's that third one. Okay, that's all 3. I think I can only see 3, but this is still, oh, maybe it's not as stuck as I thought. I think I still need to get something there to get that loose. I don't know. Whoops. Maybe it's just, I think I need to undo this a bit. All right, let me see what else needs to get done here. Okay, I'm just removing these screws, one here, because I think it's connected to this little venting. So this is a square, I don't know what they call the square ones. It's a, I don't know, square screw, right? All right, we got all that bit off. Now what we have to do is the power supply is in here. So with the new unit is all remote control. So this will become obsolete. I'm gonna leave it on the wall just because I don't wanna have a hole there. I don't know what's really behind it. So, but I'm just going to tie off, I'll tie off the wires for that. And the only wires I need to worry about is the main power wire, which is in here. Now, I am not plugged in. I do have the battery on right now. I'm even gonna disconnect the battery. Let me turn these off so that I don't, and I do have an electric kit to make sure there's no power there. But there shouldn't be because there's nothing on. Okay, that was really easy to get into. It was just 4 Phillips screws in each corner. First thing I'll do is I'll just unplug the main power or the AC from the power box, which is just this. I'm gonna need 2 hands to grab it. Okay, that's off. Now I'm gonna have to unscrew these, undo all these, and get it all sorted. This unit should now be free. I should be able to lift that. And the fact that I can't, because there are no more bolts in here, there's nothing connected to it. That means that it's just stuck with some, probably some kind of sealant, right? It looks like this foam is sealed, so I don't know how I'm gonna get through that foam, so I'm gonna have to get up top. Who was it that said, give me a fulcrum and I can lift anything? So check out my system here. I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm super close. Yeah, we got it now. That last bit of fulcrum on that side. Now it's 100% loose, and I've just gonna have to go up, remove it, take it down. Okay, the AC, the old one and the new one, it's only about 100 pounds. It's not a ton of weight, but it's too much for me to carry down a ladder because it's so awkward, and especially the newer one is very big and wide and flat. So for $26, I purchased this online, and I'm gonna set it up there, but first I need a base. So I'm using this tree. Unfortunately, it's kind of weak up top, so I'm going to use the bottom base of the tree. I'm going to feed a line up through that gap. I'm going to have it padded, and then I'll put my block and the the pulley on the other side so I can lower it down gently and raise the other one up gently without having to pull up 100 pounds. I think with all these pulleys, it ends up going down to like 25 pounds, basically, that I'm gonna be pulling. So it's good that we get to test on the down, because if something fails and that thing drops, no harm, no foul. Well, it didn't take long to realize I had to get on the roof to do this. And it sucks because this is all slimy and slippery. And see, I put this upside down because I think it'll slide down better. Now, obviously I've got those bumps over there, so I'm hoping I can get it to clear that. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to halfway down go help it through.
Let's do it. Drop that sucker. Yeah. Bingo! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh.
That did not go well at all. Okay, I'm not sure what to do with this TV antenna, which was wired through with the AC, which was stupid because this fitting for the new AC, that's not going to work with that, and I can't have that. So what I'm going to do for right now until I figure out a solution, there's a lot of extra cord here. I'm just going to cut it, and then I'm going to like cut it here, and at some point I can splice it together when I figure it out. Okay, one more little wrinkle that I've got here. So I cleaned this off pretty well. I don't need to go right to the edge because this thing only comes to about here, this cover. But look what happens when you put this on. Back here, it's flush with the roof. Up here, not so much, because on the Sprinters, we've got these like runways on the roof. Oh my gosh, it's been like 3 hours and I haven't even mounted the bracket yet. So what I had to do was I had to carve into here to get the silhouette for that bump right there. I've got this here just as a weight holding that down. So now I'm ready to seal it, and I've done the dry fit. It says this side up, so make sure that side's up. And the dry fit is okay. It's still a little wobbly, but I'm just gonna have to make that work. I don't know what else to do, because I can't carve any more out to score this around, because I've actually already made a tiny little hole through the plastic. So I've just got to get this thing seated. So I have this sealant that I got, lap sealant, Dicor for RV roofing. It seems to be what everybody uses. So we need to make first a seal around here. And the instructions specifically say, do not go this side of the bolts. They said that'll break the seal. Always go around. So that's what I'm going to do right now, and then we'll put it on, and then we'll do another sealant around it. So here we go. First bit. All right, so I put another bead of sealant around the outside edge, and I've got a bunch of weight on there to keep it all flat, because again, the roof has a curve. When there's not weight on it, when there's no weight on it, the roof bounces up. Now when the air conditioning's on there, obviously it's gonna have 100 pounds sitting on it, so it'll be fine, but I gotta get that seal in before I get that air conditioning on, because once the air conditioning's on, I'm not gonna be able to get in to do that, because the air conditioner will be sitting here. Okay, I got the box ready, and I got my system all set up. It's all tied up, ready to pull. The only thing is I'm gonna have to pull it in the front and work it back, because I realized if I pulled it up in the back, there's not enough room to do the unboxing and everything. Okay, I moved Murph. That one rope on the other side snapped, which is why it fell. So let's see if we can do this again from this side. Ugh. I don't know. Okay, I got it this far, and now I'm running into a problem I didn't think about. My rope that I'm pulling is fighting against the box because it's over the box. So I think I'm gonna have to go up on the roof and finish pulling it that way. We've got it up on the roof now. Let's do the unboxing. About to kill myself, but we'll do the unboxing. We'll slide it down there, see if we can get it into place. There it is. She's a beaut, low profile, 13,500 BTUs. Now I got to get this and slide it over there. Okay, I slid it down there, put it on where I think is about right, and now I got to go inside and see if I got it. All right, I'm close, but I didn't. So this hole needs to line up with this hole right there. So you get the 4 holes. So I'm gonna have to see if I can lift it and slide it down. Success. I think I got it in place. Now all I have to do is I'm gonna do the wiring first, and then I will get the inside hatch sorted. Okay, that was really easy. Green, green, white, white, black, black, and I just put them in the little nut things and tied some tape around it. But I did order, in case I don't know, I got nervous, so I ordered an extra, in case I had an extra deep roof. You can get this. I don't think I'm gonna need this because that one seems to be fine, but I don't know if I need it. We'll see, because now I need to connect this bit with these bolts to hold everything up. So let me work on that now. It's funny, I'm just trying to remove this piece so I can connect it, but it's it's stuck. And then I realized I had to take this part off of here, which is easy. And then there's just some tabs here that I've got to do to get this out. So let me work on that. I think I need a screwdriver to get at those. Okay, I got this temporarily on. I haven't put the bolts in yet. I'm just dry fitting right now. It snaps. This little venting thing snaps right in, so that's nice. And then it's a super tight fit in here. I mean, I had to really push to get it to fit with the roof padding, but it's all in there. So I'm going to get these dry fit these carriage bolts and then tighten them up. I'm just getting them sort of placed first, and then I'll tighten them all evenly. Okay, I got the thing bolted in, and then I've just temporarily put this cover on, and I panicked for a minute because I couldn't find the little screws, but they put the little screws with the remote control. So everything's here. Now I'm just going to put the little screws in, little Phillips, to hold it in place, the cover. All right, now we're supposed to remove, see these little covers? We're supposed to remove, there's 8 of them. Remove those, and then we put screws in there and cover them back up. These are, I always find these hard to get off, so let's see if I can, there we go. Just pry it off like that. Okay, 1 down, 8 to go. Okay, I plugged it in, it's working. Woohoo! The only issue is, not really a big issue, but you know, the other AC was longer. Now some of these creases might come out, you know, with the heat and stuff, but there are some holes. So I got to think about what I'm going to do with those holes. But otherwise, it's good. It's much quieter than the other unit. I really took my time with it. It took me a full day, only because it would not have taken a full day if I had a flat roof. It's these Sprinter vans are extra tricky. So that's why I wanted to do this video, because the flat roofs, there are a ton of videos out there. They're really easy. Some guys are getting this thing done in like 3 hours. Took me like 8, but again, take my time. The moral of the story is, if I can do it, anybody can do it. So good luck.
On the road with Merv.
Please like this video and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on the latest Merv content.